Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? Guys, let's talk about this man, Ace, and just how he is absolutely a monster and clearly hiding some numbers somewhere else, or has just surpassed that of needing numbers and is a weirdo. Or maybe that negative numbers is actually more powerful because it's taboo. I'm really still in a position to think that a lot of this stuff has got to have reason. Like he honestly said some of the most nicest things he could say about Lynn this week while being in the battle with Mr. Iron or Gel. Um, and to know that he went like out of his way to say anything possible that would, like the one thing you can say to any lady pretty much and just be dumb for saying it is that she's too heavy. Like what is he thinking? And then you actually look at it and the situation comes to this. Every single time he's gotten close to these girls, what have the girls gotten closer to? Death. Every single lady that has gotten involved with him has already been so close to dying that it's practically just his fault. Like them pushing their power to that extent and him needing to do that because he wouldn't have got away or been in a position to even fight back, and still he had to fight as hard as he could, and by doing such a thing put him in that position to straight up destroy part of the cliff that they're standing on and almost have her falling toward death. So not only does he get like outclassed and out like just stunted on, he just absolutely gets styled on this week. He's like, okay, well, I was trying to block and deflect all your iron and whatnot, but that's just because I didn't feel like cutting through iron, right? Like I didn't feel like doing that. So what happened? I then just went ahead and said, I'll just cut through everything. I'll just destroy you. And that's where the show is so decent for me now because they're hiding stuff. He clearly was looking like he was doing quite a bit to keep up or, at least keep fighting with this jail guy. And at the end of the day, his speed was not being used at its full potential. His what you call it? God, I forgot what it was called. His techniques, I'll just call them, weren't probably being pushed to their fullest, right? So every time that he started kicking up his speed and going faster, you notice that guy was keeping up relatively easy with it. It wasn't something that hard for him to match or to actually put into perspective and be like, okay, yeah, I'll just step it up a little bit and catch him. It's no big deal. But all of a sudden when it became a big deal, right? There was no question that he was outgunned. He was just Ace was still holding back clearly for the place, right? He needed to not do anything too wild or everything's going down with him. And that's the opposite of what he wants. So not only do we see them kind of push their abilities to a point where it's going to be absolutely dangerous for anybody who can't defend themselves to be around, but they also showed the case that anybody that's beneath their numbers are absolutely in danger. Like they are going to die. They have no chance, and that's a very scary fact in the case of just the grand scheme of this show and how much Ace takes as a champ. Like, he never really gets mad at any single person that does him wrong or something like that. But he has all the ability in the world to do whatever he wants. Not only that, the number to straight up, command and demand all of the respect that he wants, but instead he goes around begging and, dancing and trying to make people laugh to almost just feel pity on him and give him stuff. And so my prediction of this show and for what that little showcase of stuff has to mean is he probably was working for the side that made the numbers what they are today. Like the guy said during oh my god, when they were just throwing hands, this show got just hands. Like literal just hands. These men disarmed each other. Or well, one got disarmed. The other guy didn't even need to get disarmed. He's like, I just want to throw hands. Let's get it. And straight up just started boxing. Not even a one kick thrown. Okay, that's true hands. I don't want to hear about Rock Lee and Gara no more. Okay, this is hands. This is megalo boxing hands. All right. So amazing. I was absolutely hyped seeing just who was going to get what. But after he noticed the stance that he took, it was clear as day that that was going to be a talking point, right? That was going to be clearly something he wanted to get off his chest or something that kind of threw him off. And I believe it's something to do with Ace. And he said you couldn't be a normal deserter, right? Like, how are you, if you're a deserter and you have that fighting style, that means you're no just average person. So how the heck are you someone that I don't know about? Which really does give this story a lot more gravity for me, like a lot more for me to actually be excited about too, because it felt like there wasn't nearly enough going on with the people that are pursuing them to give us in the information wise. But this feels a little bit better, right? Like somebody may have trained him in the military and he may have been even better than that guy, or since he's lived for 3,000 years, supposedly, he could have been the one that taught the people in the military, and whoever is there and kept passing it down to passing it. That's where this whole entire, fighting style originates from. He originated a fighting style that that he's using against the people that taught that like learned it. It's like the IP man going back to his school and beating the crap out of him, and they don't know it's IP man because he's been labeled as someone completely different, just to be put it in perspective. Or Master Roshi showing up and beating up Goku and Krillin and using Kamehameha, but they don't know it's Master Roshi. Stuff like that. It's really interesting to me, and it grasps my attention really quickly, and something I'm kind of just wanting the answers to now, right? Like that's how these shows usually get to me and usually make me want more at the end of the day. But I truly, truly hope you guys are having an amazing one. Plunderers is one of my most popular videos. I didn't even try to clickbait it. I straight up said Plunderers episode 1 and 2 review on the title, and somehow in some way people took it as it should be the full entire video, and once I click on this I'll be able to watch it, and I don't know where that came from, but I truly truly want to see this show do whatever it's supposed to do, and I have no like expectations or anything like that. All I wanted to say about me saying that is I appreciate any video that gets anything, but not all my videos are going to do that, and I don't expect it, nor am I asking for it, right? I'm doing the same thing I did on that video as I'm doing now. That's just how loyal and focused I'm trying to be for you guys. So, regardless of what happens, thank you so much for the support. If I ever have to make a new channel because people are hating on me or whatever the case may be, I'll try to get the information out there. I should always have my Twitter, so try to follow me on there as well if you want to keep up with me. Sometimes I post there much longer after I get videos out. I'll just like be posting random stuff all day, so at night. So with all that being said, everybody, take care and have an awesome one. Peace.